Hey everybody, my next guests are a hilarious comedy team who will be coming here to Governor's Giggle Room on Saturday, October 5th. And the comedy videos can be found on their YouTube page, The Down and Outs with Claudia and Gretchen. Here they are, folks. Claudia Sherman and Gretchen Kommer. Hey ladies, how are you?
How are you? Actually, we're more on, I did YouTube, but it was such a pain in the neck and I'm a little slow because I'm older. So we mostly do it on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, okay. So people can find you, and the Instagram is the same handle, the Down and Outs with Claudia and Gretchen?
Yeah, no, it's under Claudia Sherman Smith. It's just yeah. I mean, I listen,
Yeah, Claudia Sherman Smith on Instagram.
Yeah, or
And
Facebook.
And that's where everybody can find the Down and Outs these days.
Correct.
We do have some videos on YouTube as well.
I just got tired of keeping, posting
The earlier ones, conversations with the
Down and Outs. Yeah.
It is a lot of work, social media. It's a lot of
Oh
work.
my God. And we're old.
You need to hire somebody.
Yeah, you got to hire somebody now because there's so many outlets, and you got to keep up with the kids, and every time you get comfortable on one, they start a new one. Like,
yeah, but we're down and out, so we don't have the money to hire anybody. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, same here.
We're winging it. We're winging it.
Yeah, because you do the thing with nowadays, you do the work, right? And then, as far as the comedy, you write it, you do it, you record it, and then you have to put it out there. And there's all these different places. And then, like you said, you start to get comfortable with Facebook, and then, no, it's TikTok. And then you get comfortable with TikTok. No, it's Snapchat. And it's hard to keep up. And I feel like as we get older, I never thought me personally would feel this way. I just feel so disconnected with these young people. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Weeds.
We're in the weeds. I mean, my son is 22 and he's telling me to pull my bootstraps up. So, hey, where are you in the bay? You look like you're in a room where I used to hang out in the 70s with my friends, drinking beer and smoking pot.
It's a man cave.
This is a man cave. This is fake though. This is not a real background. This is the background from Wayne and Garth, Wayne's World, back in the SNL days. So I put this background up. Yeah, we got into COVID era, and I wanted to give homage to the original guys that were doing it in their basement.
Well, that's very cool. We wanted to. Gretchen's going to tell you. We wanted to tell you, I don't know if you know that much about us, if you watched our videos or whatever. But we've been working on this for over 2 years, and I kind of roped Gretchen into doing this. Yes. She didn't really want to.
No.
And now she has no choice.
She's a Leo, that's why.
Hey, I'm a Leo too.
Okay.
Oh, you are Leo?
Yeah.
Cool. When's your birthday?
August 7th.
I'm the 17th. All right, cool.
Hey, it's a good month to be alive, man. Good month to be born.
But Gretchen's gonna let you know how we met. I mean, everything that we're doing, unfortunately, is true. I mean, comedy comes from pain. I mean, I did comedy for 30-something years, and thank God I still have friends like Joey Cola in the business. So I stopped when I gave birth to my son because I didn't want to travel anymore. I wanted to be with him. And then my life took up dive, and here we are.
Hey, the important thing is that you're back, and you're doing it, and you came up in comedy. Were you a part of the '80s boom or more in the '90s?
No, I was in the what year are we in now? What 80s? I was I started in the '80s, so I grew up with Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, Hiram Caston, Kevin James, Ray Romano, all those guys.
So through the comic strip?
Comic strip, that was my home club, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured when you started naming all those guys. I mean, the comic strip launched so many great comics, including yourself, and for a lot of people that might not be familiar, you were kind of famous for the wedding gown.
Well, I did it stop it, the wedding gown. No, because I did it because you know what? I figured it cost me over $2,000. I'm going to wear it to work. I'm going to wear it to the toilet and the supermarket. But then I stopped. I stripped the gown and I just started doing my act in like, normal clothes. And, I did really well. I was headlining all over the country, traveling a lot. And then I stopped because I wanted to be, with my son. And so now, I'm unfortunately, well, Gretchen's going to tell you like where we met and how we met and like that.
But I want to say, Claudia, real quick before we get into that, I do want to say that I don't know if you know this, but you know Tiffany Haddish. You know who she is? A comedian. She came up through the in LA through the Laugh Factory, but she kind of stole your act. She wears the same dress. Yeah, she wears
No,
the
you're
same.
a liar.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna show it. Yeah, she got a very. It's not a wedding dress, but it's a very expensive white fancy dress that cost her like $4,000. And she said, "I'm wearing this all the time," and she's been seen wearing it in tons and tons and tons of different venues and things that she's done, like on the Grammys or whatever she's doing. She's wearing that.
OMG.
So yeah, so you paved the way for Tiffany Haddish, and she owes you royalties, I think.
Now Tiffany Haddish is going to get a little spell put on her. Down. Tiffany Haddish is going down.
There you go. And you'll see when you watch this back, you'll see all the pictures I have of if you even look up Tiffany Haddish, if you Google her, you'll see, and if you say Tiffany Haddish, the dress or whatever, you'll see pictures of her in all these different places wearing the same dress, and that's her same exact reason was what you
I'm
said.
Gonna
so
throw up.
Yeah, so I wanted to alert you to that and throw Tiffany.
I appreciate it, and I feel really good.
Yeah, you paved the way, and Tiffany owes you some gratitude.
She owes me money.
And, yeah, she owes you some money. I think yeah, so.
Yeah,
and she's got it, so we can get it from her.
See this dress? Cost me almost $1,000. You're supposed to wear it once. I wear it to work, I wear it to the toilet, I wear it to the supermarket.
I was very upset that I spent that much money on a dress, period. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna wear this dress everywhere I go then. I'm gonna get my I think it was $4,200 or $4,500. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Jesus Christ, are you kidding me?
That's depressing.
That's a little, okay, I had a rough day anyway, but that's another story. We'll get it. But Gretchen, we just want to tell you like how we met. And
yeah, how did you two ladies meet? Because I love what you're doing with the down and outs. I think it's a good team. I like how you guys play off each other. And I was wondering about the chemistry and how did you meet, Gretchen?
Well, we both attended Bard College in upstate New York. Liberal arts college, and a lot of famous people attended. There was Blythe Danner,
Steely Dan,
Larry Hagman,
Chevy Chase, all those guys, but we never met them.
No, they were there previous to us.
And
then
what happened to us was unfortunate, but go on, tell them, Gretchen.
Well, it was as if Bard released us like two doves into the stratosphere, and along came a hunter with his gun, and he shot up in the air. And we fell to the surface of the earth like two rocks.
And now social services saved our asses.
Nice.
Oh, we know each other for over 40 years.
48
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Tiffany Haddish is living in or owns her own apartment or house. And we don't. So
we're in supportive housing.
We're in supportive housing. And so we're like, we get social services like food stamps, which I'm sure a lot of people out there, everybody knows what food stamps is. EBT,
yeah.
Right. But like it comes with, which is cool. It's not that much money. How much money?
$236 a month, I guess.
$236 a month, which is not that much money.
No.
Right.
And it comes with glitches. Like you can't go into a shop and stop or stop and shop, whatever the hell it is, and like buy prepared food. You can't get a roasted chicken.
You can't go to 7-Eleven and get a cup of brewed coffee.
Right.
And say you're living at a bus stop, but no roasted chicken or brewed coffee for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
So where do you go shopping? You can't get roasted chickens?
No, you have to get it. can't be prepared food. You have to get food that's not made. But like she said, what if you're living at the bus stop at the time? Where are you going to prepare the food?
And you figure the roasted chickens, I mean, they make so many of those anyway. What do they do with them at the end of the day? I mean, I just don't understand why they just can't let you guys have roasted chickens with the food, or anybody who has food stamps, or I mean, I just think it's a no-brainer.
America.
Yeah, it's America.
There you go.
And Tiffany, whatever the hell her name is,
She's not
Haddish.
gonna let this go.
I'm not going to let this go.
No.
Yeah.
I'm done. Okay.
What's funny is
But,
Tiffany Haddish, every year her and Tom Dreesen, the legend Tom Dreesen from the LA scene. Yeah, he came up with David Letterman and all. He at one point took her under his wing, but they do every year at Thanksgiving they serve the homeless people and all that kind of stuff, and she had lots of roasted chickens.
That's
Lots
us.
Tell her to have us. I hate Thanksgiving, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to, like, if you're lucky enough to be invited to anybody's house, usually with people you can't stand, you have to, and you end up going around the table. You have to come up with like all these things you're grateful for.
Well, she's a Debbie Downer. I mean, she's the type of person I would say, hurry up and carve the turkey. My ass is getting numb.
That's how I say the same thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, people coming up with all of these things that they're grateful for. Like, for example, like they have these sayings people say, which I cannot stand, like, have a blessed day, I'm blessed, no, you effing not, you're an idiot. Like Gretchen found this thing on Instagram,
Yes.
this woman.
Yes, and then she said something.
Like these affirmations.
Yes, she said, here's the women who are filled with optimism and filled with joy.
No. Here's the women that gave birth without any meds. Here's the women that have to follow their husbands to see if they're cheating. And here's the women who have to help their husbands find their own ass in a dark bathroom. That's what it should be around the Thanksgiving table. The truth. Not this bullshit.
So you don't like like people being thankful for like BS type of things?
But listen, I'm not really thankful right now. Well, we're not. Like these movies.
She's a glass half empty.
I'm a glass half empty. Like they have these movies coming out at Christmas, like It's a Wonderful Life. Like where is that Wonderful Life? I don't see the Wonderful Life.
It's coming though.
Where the hell is that Wonderful Life? Tiffany has it.
That's who took it.
Tiffany took that Wonderful Life.
When do you think the Wonderful Life failed you? Like at what point?
I just okay, so for me, I'm just talking for me. What did it fail us? When we left?
Well, when my husband passed,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. There was no life insurance policy for Gretchen.
Wow,
so he was struggling as it was. So we were just kind of hanging on a little bit, and then whoop, that was it.
And then me, I'm the only child. My mom passed. I'm gonna cry because I just said it. My mom passed.
Yeah, sorry.
And I went through a divorce at the same time.
Oh wow.
So everything kind of just blew up in my face. But the good thing is my son is in college and he's on the dean's list every semester and he's got a gorgeous girlfriend and he keeps asking for money that I don't have. But I give him whatever I can. But I want to be on the dating scene. I'm on the dating scene.
Yes. You like the younger guys.
You like younger guys? Okay.
I like the younger guys. I went to
Okay.
I went to Gretchen's got to go pee or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I was on a dating site in Long Island. I'm not from Long Island, or as I call the island of Long. I'm originally from Queens.
Okay.
And I spent most of my adult life in Manhattan.
Oh, nice.
So I'm out here, and it's like I could be in Russia. I don't know where the hell East. What did he call it?
The North Fork?
The North Fork, the South Fork, I don't know where the hell. South Shore.
Where are you right now? Where are you right now?
I don't know.
South Shore.
South Shore.
You're in
in
the South Shore?
lovely North Amityville.
In North Amityville.
North Amityville.
That's where That's
Yes.
the bad part. It's not the good part with the horror, Amityville Horror. This is the real horror show.
Yes.
Like when she first moved in here,
There were bullet casings at the foot of the property, and some rubber bullets as well.
Wow.
Strewn the front stoop, and also some patches of duct tape. I don't know what those were for.
But if
So,
you,
so
Oh yeah, a goth wedding photo. Please give us a call.
yeah,
Wow.
we've got wedding photo in front
a
of her
goth
house.
wedding. So when you go to move into the house, you as you're moving in, you notice like shell casings and rubber bullets. They
Well,
don't even
I expanded a little bit. It was one shell casing at the foot of the property. There were some rubber bullets around the door. Yes.
Wow.
I'm constantly picking up after the neighbors, you know.
Amityville, yeah, it is an Amityville Horrors. I grew up in Brentwood, not too far from Amityville, and also, a kind of a rough neighborhood. But yeah, Amityville, it's so weird that those kind of neighborhoods because they have such a nice side to them, like they're literally over the tracks type of thing, and then you go over
Right.
the other side, and it's like roll them up, like Chevy Chase,
We have
Lock
bars
it up.
on the door.
Yeah, she has bars in the window and the door.
Wow.
I live. You can't. And usually, if you're in supportive housing, and I got to get out of this. Hopefully, with the down and outs, I can. We can get back on. I can get back on track and get the hell out of this situation. It's a real shit show. And so in supportive housing, you can't necessarily choose where you live or the people that you live with. So, like, there was a woman that Gretchen was living with that disappeared. I don't even know where she went.
Well, it turned out she needed a higher level of care. Prison.
See,
Wow.
and I with a buffalo who tried to throw a blender at my head once.
Because in supportive housing, you have to learn how to duck.
No, that's real shit.
So they pair you up with strangers?
Yeah, with strangers, they're crazy people.
Unbeknownst to us.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow.
But like I said, I want to go. I don't know if you know single guys out there. I'm trying to find somebody. I was on this dating site.
I'm gonna find you a single guy.
I gotta find a single. I gotta get out of this shithole. Okay, so I was on this dating site, and all they show you are pictures because I'm in Long Island, so it was a dating site in Long Island. They show you pictures of men on their boats or somebody's boat holding a big fish with breath.
They have no shirts on, and then they have their size B breasts.
Yeah,
The men.
it was a very bad situation. And so then I opened up my little black book and I went.
Oh yes, you went to down memory lane.
Yeah, that's from
trying to
college.
find some old friends from Bard. Thought maybe an intellectual might save the day, but
Yeah.
No luck with that.
Not so much, but there was this guy that I liked him. And I can't mention his name, but in the show we used Pig Latin because Pig Latin is my second language. So and he has got like a really good job. He's like a big prosecutor in Manhattan.
Well, Claudia's a little shallow.
Yes, I'm very shallow.
Yes.
But like he's moved up with the attorney general. I don't know what he did. I don't know. But Gretchen calls him Yikes.
He's a sensitive stomach.
Yeah, so
Things bother him very easily.
Yikes.
and then I'll go down. And he's very uptight. He wears that man button down shirt, like, top, button to the top with an shirt underneath of it. And he has
It's a very high voice.
yes,
And he's a lawyer with a high voice
he's a
like that?
prosecutor.
Wow. Your Honor, he's
So
guilty.
To go. Yeah, that doesn't make much of an impression,
But on my second date, he had me on my back and my skirt over my head.
Wow.
Face.
I saw his face. There was a hole in my pocket because I don't have enough money to get a new skirt. But but I do like younger guys. Gretchen, on the other hand,
I like men more in my own age bracket, like Michael Douglas.
Oh,
Boom.
Wow. Yeah. He's a
Old
good looking fella. Do you like him now? Now
no,
he's
look at this.
Ben Franklin.
That he looks insane, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a good looking older guy. He's a goal for all of us aging men. We all want to be as suave one day as Michael Douglas. Look at that handsome fellow.
No. He looks insane.
He looks like a homeless person.
Like us.
He look, but you know what? When he looks like insane, but distinguished, insane.
Einstein-esque.
Yeah.
No. But
So what's the
so yeah,
criteria? What's the
uh,
criteria if I start to look around for mates for you ladies, like dates? If I go into my Rolodex, what am I looking for? Like, what's the age bracket? What kind of guy? Does he need a GED, or is a high school diploma okay? Or like, tell me.
no, I don't want. I want more. He could be in construction,
Okay, that's good to know.
like that. That's cool.
Okay.
Um, he needs to have a car,
Okay, yes, must have car. Let me write that down.
and
Must
he
have.
needs to be single.
Oh, really?
Hopefully
Okay.
the wife is dead or something, so whatever. And hopefully he doesn't have to take any what do you call it, pills for, you know what I'm saying.
The
But
blue
you see,
pill.
the thing
Yeah.
is sex after 60 is not a pretty thing.
I mean, say you're seducing somebody and you uncover an article of clothing and you find they're wearing a pair of Depends. It's a shock to the system. But safety is the most important thing. It's important to have guardrails on either side of your bed so you don't fall off and break a hip.
There you go. That's true. You know what I noticed too about like aging? I feel like women still want sex more than men, which is weird. It's like a complete 360 from when they're younger. It's men who always are the driving force, and the women is reluctant. But that kind of flips through
Because
age.
men can't get it up anymore.
Yeah, that's a curse.
That's very observant of you.
It's very, they can't get it up.
Yes.
I mean, and then there's gravity. I mean, suppose you're in bed with someone and your partner gets out of bed to go into the kitchen to get a glass of prune juice, and you can see his balls hanging down from the back.
They can pick up all kinds of fibers and such, especially if they haven't exchanged their 1970s jag carpeting.
Yeah.
All kinds of hazards can happen.
So whatever. Guess they just. Yeah, I need somebody. I really do.
She's a relationship kind of gal.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too when you get older, like I feel like if you do find another guy who's single, it comes with a lot of baggage, and you know what I mean. It's just so difficult. I dated when I was in my 40s,
Right.
and even then, it's just it's so hard to find, it like pure. It's not like it was when you like young, like 20s. And
No.
now you're finding damaged people. It's that everyone's been lived life already. I think it's good and bad, because what you're getting now.
Well, yeah, but that could be cool because you're not babies anymore, and
You help support each other.
Yeah,
Companionship.
And you know who you are. They know who they are.
Right.
You already know. You already got a lot. Yeah, a lot's. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff already taken care of.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is already done. Hopefully the kids are older or whatever. And,
what's the last boyfriend that you ladies have had? Have you been on dates lately?
No, I told you there was with Yikes.
Yikes, yeah.
Yes, but I haven't.
I
went on one date since my husband died. Didn't go very well.
How'd you meet that guy?
We both knew.
Oh.
Yes, that was the one date.
Oh,
yes.
Right.
Where did he take you?
Nowhere. He came over and we made him dinner. My brother, my sister-in-law, and myself. And it was a pleasant evening. And then I never heard from him after that, after the evening was over. So
he just left you, as the kids call it, ghosted? He just ghosted you?
On, Facebook or something, but nothing more personal than that, really.
No,
Wow.
I know. Also, he's like that. He's
non-committal.
Yeah, he's a pretty well-known journalist, actually.
Really?
No, I can't mention. I'm like whatever. Like he did a lot of stuff to take.
Wasn't Tom Brokaw, was it? No.
He did a lot of stuff about Scientology and stuff. He really.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And now he's a gumshoe. I don't know.
He's a private eye.
Wow. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool. So, but he disappeared.
Yeah, well, we messaged each other a few times, but there weren't really any phone calls, and that's important, for a lady.
Yeah, but he was like that anyway. I dated him in college. He was always
Did he disappear on you too?
No, you know what he did? No, I actually what I did was because we went to a school it was very liberal arts and very liberal, and in those days you had affairs, the students were having affairs with professors and blah,
Not
blah,
me.
blah. But me, I did. That's how I roll. But so she was pissed at me because I had an affair, with this whatever. And so it was very hippie where we went to school. Bard College was very, very hippie. And then he put up a big sign in the dining room where we all ate of this woman, a big poster of this woman wearing Jordache jeans.
Jap poster.
And wrote Jap, Claudia Sherman. So he whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jap,
So
like
I'm a little
Jewish American
Jap-
princess?
But
Like Jap meaning like Jewish American princess or something?
yeah. But
Wow.
I'm Jappy, but I'm a street Jap because I'm from Queens. So I got a little streety and
Little edge.
a little edge.
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that streetwise, the street wisdom.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what did you end up doing to him after he did that?
Nothing. I mean, we speak once in a while. Like I've called him when I had boyfriend problems, whatever. I still speak to him once in a blue moon.
Right.
But he's out in California.
Well, tell him he's got to get, he owes Gretchen another dinner at least. For the...
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
Tiffany owes me a couple of dinners.
There you go.
I'll tell you, she owes me a couple of dinners. I can look her up.
I'm going to get on the phone with Tiffany Haddish, and then I'm going to let her know that.
You write this down.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish.
How do you spell her last name?
Haddish. Tiffany Haddish. She was really famous for a little while and then got canceled because she did a very strange video where she basically her and another comedian did a bit where they were babysitting a little kid and then they were watching a little kid in the bathtub and all this stuff, and it came across very creepy and pedophilia type of stuff, so people got up in arms and she kind of got canceled. She was in a lot of movies. She was in a movie with with Billy Crystal, and she was, Tracy Morgan. She was doing a lot of she was breaking through.
All away.
Because of my act?
Well, I think your act, but she stole definitely helped get on her attention, and she wears it like when she was on the Grammys. She wore it on the Grammys. She wears that dress everywhere, and that's her thing. But yeah, the movies and stuff like that was like a whole different animal. But yeah, if you get a chance, I'll like I said, I'll show the pictures on here.
I did a film, Gretchen. Okay. So now we're gonna toot our own horn. Gretchen's uncle was the infamous George Siegel.
No way. George
Correct.
Siegel? I love
Yep.
George Siegel. God bless him. He passed away, didn't he? Not too long ago. Was he still alive? George Siegel.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago.
He was
died.
awesome, man. I love that guy. He was so funny. He was in that sitcom for a while with David Spade, right?
Yeah, Just Shoot Me.
Yeah, Just Shoot Me. He was great. He was in
He
so
is
many
one-
movies. Yeah.
And the Goldbergs as the
Yeah.
grandfather.
So he's your uncle?
Yes, he passed about 3 years ago.
How was it growing up with him? Like having him around?
Well, it was cool because he had a beautiful home in on Greenway Drive
It was cool.
in Beverly Hills. And we lived in the valley, though. My father was a screenwriter. And we would, come and visit back and forth. And so he came out to the valley too. And he was very generous uncle.
Did he ever did him and your dad ever work together? Like as far as the screenwriting?
They were planning on it, but then my father became ill. But yeah, he would come over and help my dad out and stuff. And they were very close. My father was like his father in a way because there was a 9-year age difference, and their father was always traveling. He was grew hops in Washington State for beer, Anheuser-Busch and things like that, companies like that. So, yeah.
So George Siegel looked to your dad as a father figure for himself as well?
Yes.
Wow.
And he was a lovely man. It was because of him, Gretchen And then I met her uncle, George Siegel, and he liked me and he said, "You remind me of Barbara Streisand." And he sent me to his agent, and I got on my first audition, I got a great film, John Sayles' film, Baby It's You, with Robert Downey Jr., Rosanna Arquette, Vincent Spano, all these people.
To the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, it was really awesome. Yeah.
What year? When did that movie come out? Baby, It's You.
1929. Yeah.
It must have been. I'm thinking 90s.
In the 80s. They
That was the
came out
80s.
Should we run? They catch us. Well, are they gonna hurt us? No. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I did a couple of other films, and then I just started. I said, you know what? My agents were sending me out for things like Supergirl. What do you send me out for Supergirl? I'm from Queens, I'm Jewish. I obviously have a New York accent. So then I started taking a writing class. I had done improv and all kind of stuff, and I took a writing class with an incredible writer and comic, Gabe Abelson.
I know Gabe. He's a great comic. He was, I think, 80s boom comic too, right? Gabe Abelson. Yeah, he.
So I started dating him, the
Wow.
teacher, another teacher, and I lived with him for a bunch of years.
With Gabe?
With Gabe, yeah.
Oh shit.
And I travel. How I got my stage time is like I used to. Okay, so at the time he was headlining or middling. Sometimes it was a while ago, so I don't remember if he was middling and doing both. And so I would call up the club owner. So let's say he was working in Virginia. So I would call up the club owner or the booker, and I said, "Listen, let me," and because nobody wants to really MC, open the show, and then do 5 minutes and bring these people up. So I said, "Let me do it. You don't have to pay anything. I just need the stage time." And that's how I got my stage time. And then that's how I started working. I got to know all of the club owners, and then I started headlining, and I was doing pretty well. And now down and out. Okay, so now like the new thing is on Instagram and YouTube, they have all these self-help things about what would your younger self say to your older self? And usually the younger self says to the older self, "Oh, you didn't love me enough." And the older self and the younger self are hugging and crying. The older self says, "But I love you, I love you, I love you." Okay, it's all nonsense. What, for real, what would your younger self say to your older self?
Well, it's not going to be good. I'm a little worried. I mean, North Amityville? Really? Hey, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, and my younger self is saying, "What did you do to us? What did you do? You didn't listen to your mother. You didn't marry the right guy. You did nothing." Hey, kid, knock it off. You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Okay.
Well, I think even now, what I loved about your comedy when you were starting out and you were younger, and even now today, is you have a unique way about you, and your voice, like your literal voice and then your comedic voice, both are original, and they have like an original take on it. And I could see you getting into some films and things like that. I think you should definitely keep pursuing that. And both of you as a team, I think, really works well. It works well together. I think we haven't seen comedy teams flourish that often lately, and I think that you guys could be onto something. And sometimes things work out for the times when it's supposed to. Like if you guys tried doing this 30 years ago, it may have fallen flat. But I think now these who you are today,
right,
lends itself, and the fact that you're call yourself down and out, and you actually are down and out. I think you have that to pull from, and there's also that nothing to lose. Like, why not just fuck it? I'm going to do this. Yeah. I think that's a beautiful thing, and it could be a positive way to advance in this point in your careers, because there's nothing to lose, man. Just do it.
Just do it. And we laugh. She's Gretchen's my best friend. I know her for, I don't know, it's 48 years. She said, thanks for letting everybody know how old I am. But
You're welcome.
we know each other. We laugh and laugh and laugh
we
and
do laugh
laugh
a lot.
constantly.
She thinks I'm very funny.
She's very funny. She's very dry.
And I love that. Yeah. That's a good
Perfect.
yin and yang. Yeah.
And we're doing like we do we do movie trailer reviews because we can't actually afford to go to the movies.
I love that. Yeah.
So we do the trailers. Like she pulled up a trailer. What was it?
Flight Risk.
Flight Risk with what's his name?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
We were expecting a hot Mark Wahlberg, but instead we got kind of a low life Mark Wahlberg, gum spitting. And apparently I think he must have had a hangover or something. The prop master gave him a really bad skull cap. You know, it was like just awful.
Because he was bald, he was bald from here. But you could see it was a skull cap. It was ridiculous.
It was like very dramatic beginning and end, you know?
Yeah, so Mark Wahlberg, obviously he didn't want to shave his head for the part, even though he was making millions of dollars.
Too vain.
But he looked like an idiot. And so we gave that a thumbs down anyway.
I think this is a great thing that you guys are reviewing trailers. Do you also try to figure out what the plot is going to be? Or you guys should
sometimes.
Yes, because we can't afford the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just watch the trailer and just kind of create what the film should be in your own. I think that would be awesome. I'd be like, I think this movie's about this. I think he's gonna fall in love with her, but they're gonna break up, then they're gonna fall in love again, and then the father's gonna be mad or whatever it might be. I think you guys are that's awesome.
And then we can also ask the audience if they've seen it. So what happened at the end?
Yeah, get the spoiler alert. You don't care.
Shit.
Or we can't see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's moot.
Yeah, it is moot. So what are you doing for the holiday?
What I think is great is that like I was saying, I just think you two are great together. And also the fact that you both are there for each other while you're down and out. And I think you're going to get yourself I think success is going to happen, and I'm excited that we got you on the show coming up in a couple of weeks. Now, what could people expect from a stage show when it's the two of you on stage together?
Okay, so we've been doing a bunch of open night mics.
Nice.
Is she's an artist. She's an amazing painter, and
can't really see it. It's a little blurry, but
she her stuff is on Instagram. Gretchen Kommer.
Gretchen S. Kommer artist.
Yeah, she's an amazing artist. So I dragged her into this
because I'm an introvert. Basically,
she's an introvert, but now I'm giving her anxiety.
Yes.
Yes, I am, because I have a little evil in me.
She's got extra to spare.
So it's just like Penn and Teller or any of the old, Lucy and Desi and we're like a comedy Ethel. That's right, Lucy and Ethel. But it was we're a comedy team. So we're talking about which I did in my comedy anyway, and most comics do. They talk about their experience in life. And I think personally that comedy comes from pain, because you have to laugh at some of this shit. Like, are you kidding me? And so, if you talk to the audience about things that they know about, we were all alive, so we've all experienced, unfortunately, death, joy, anger, whatever. So we talked about what's going on in our lives, and so what you could expect is laughs and maybe a little shock, and you could expect. I wouldn't say it's like a play. It's like a 2-person show. And we have this amazing comic, Nancy Parker. Have you heard of Nancy? Yeah.
I have heard of Nancy Parker. Yeah, she's great too. She's been around for a long time too.
She's been around for a long time. She's opening for us. So
great bill.
So so I got to fill up that room because I got to pay her. So she Nancy, so we're excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah, and hopefully this will go well and we'll get more bookings and move forward. And again, I've gotten so much support. Both of us have gotten so much support from Joey Cola,
Joey
Tony Walker.
Cola.
Yeah,
He's one of the
amazing.
best. He's an awesome guy. I can never say enough nice things about Joey. Long Island legend here on Long Island, but a comedy legend across the globe. And yeah, he was in one of our short films that we did, and he was, he blessed us and
He's
did
done it.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I was watching some of your shows, and there was this guy on. I guess Kevin James wanted him to write for him and move to Long Island. He's from Ohio, and he's comparing Ohio to like New York. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know who I'm talking about?
Is that Mark Riccadonna?
Okay, what I don't
the top
even know.
five we did, top five Ohio comedians. That sounds like good, man.
Talking about Ohio, you're comparing Ohio to Ohio. Like, I don't even fly over Ohio. But anyway, what was my point? I don't know what my point was.
We talking about Joey Cola.
Oh yeah. So I've worked all across this country and in Canada. Okay. And my favorite place to work is Long Island. My favorite club always was Governors. It was my people. They got me. Because most people in Long Island, they either came from Queens or Brooklyn or, one of the boroughs. And you're either Italian or you're Jewish. Or you're, whatever. Like they got
Irish.
I don't know if the Irish get me, but whatever. I
seemed to laugh when we were at the open mic.
Yeah, because they're all drunk. You know what? I'm not fun to be with. We've been doing some open mics, and we did this place Carney's in Amityville, and Gretchen doesn't like to be with me. So it's really a music venue, and some people have gotten up there, and I cringe, and I start pinching her.
She starts putting her hand like this, trying not to laugh, and I can't even look at her.
And I start laughing under the table, and she says, "I'm gonna kill you. I can't take you anywhere." But I can't. Like, I grew up like that. Okay, so here's like my mom. I remember one time we went to an off-Broadway play in the West Village in Manhattan, and during intermission, she and I had to go to the ladies' room. So she's in one stall, I'm in the other stall, and this woman comes in, and she's in another stall, and everyone's peeing, and the woman in the other stall farted, and my mother in her stall went, "Oh my!" and I could not stop laughing. My mother kept punching me. And then I'm in Manhattan. It was like a really snowy, icy day. And so we were going down the subway, and the subway stairs were all ice. And this poor man kept falling on each stair. Like his butt kept hitting each stair.
Like a cartoon.
Yeah. And each stair that his butt would hit, my mother would go, "Oh, oh, oh." Ooh.
While he's going down.
Yeah, just go, "Ooh, ooh, ooh."
Sound effects.
So I'm like that. So he gets really angry at me when I'm in public places with her, and I point out everybody's flaws.
I can't make eye contact with her during that time. No.
And she goes, "Don't talk to me." But we're excited about doing a giggle room. So excited. And when I walked into Governor's, Gretchen had never been there. When I walked into Governor's, like my heart sank because it was like coming home.
Yeah, it's a great club. It's been around, I think, since '81 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was right there with the '80s boom era come up, and I think like Jackie the Joke Man and Joey Cola and Bob Nelson and all these guys kind of helped kick it off. And it survived all these years. Even through the COVID, when a lot of places were going down, like Dangerfields and things like that, and Caroline's, we've seen some of these clubs kind of go down, like legendary clubs. But luckily, Governors was able to stay open, and they did stuff through COVID too. They still had shows.
Food there, they have good food.
Delicious.
Oh, the food is the best there.
Food.
Yeah, it's definitely great food. And there's actually a Joey Cola burger.
No, there isn't. Is there?
Yeah, he's got a burger named after him. I think it has onion rings on it or something, or Frito chips or something like that on it.
Does whatever her name is, what the hell her name is, Tiffany, whatever the hell her name is, have a burger after her?
Tiffany Haddish?
She's going down.
She's going down. We're gonna help. I'm gonna help you.
Cut down.
Yeah, we're gonna take her down. And we'll take her dress too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's worth some money. We'll cash it in, and then we'll split it amongst each other. I'll
Well,
get it.
they will, hopefully people will come out and see us and like us and
When was the last time you wore your wedding dress? That wedding dress? Do you still have
me?
it? That famous dress?
Fit me. No, you know what happened? It started getting old and dirty, and I'd wear like high tops with it. So what happened was when I would do radio shows to promote whatever show up wherever I was doing, some women would come in and give me their wedding dresses. So I had several wedding dresses that
That's
I
awesome.
changed into because once mine finally fell apart.
Like a consignment shop.
Like a concern.
Yeah. And you just have all these other ones to choose from. That's great.
Yeah. So a lot of women would they would come in and they would give me their what do you call it? Their wedding dresses. So I had a couple of them because mine finally fell apart. And then I got too fat to fit into it.
Well, I think you guys are awesome, and I want to see like we make short films. Me and Tony Walker. I think you met Tony, right? You were on the show. I would love to have both of you in one of our short films. Actually, I was working on one that was for a comedy team, and in the original draft as it stands right now is an old school men comedy team, but I could easily change that, and I would love for you both to be in this. I'm gonna try to see if I can make that happen. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. It'd be a little short film. And,
Can I use a stand?
No, she's
only for, no stand-ins on. You'll have to, hey, you could just channel your uncle Siegel and get his advice, and you could pull it off.
Let me tell you something. She is like if you see the videos or whatever that we do, Gretchen is hysterical. She's very dry.
Deadpan.
She's very deadpan. She's.
That's how I am in life.
That's right.
It's not for the show. That's really me.
Yeah. She's a very funny lady. Very smart. Very funny. Listen, we say we're stupid, but you can't be funny and be stupid.
That's true. That's true.
Correct.
Some of the smart. They always say this: a smart person knows when to act dumb, but a dumb person never knows when to get smart or something. I don't know.
Right.
I might have just made that up, but anyway, it sounds good. We'll just say Confucius said that, and then we'll be all right.
What else? I need a guy.
We're gonna get you a guy too, and I know that when you come Saturday, October 5th is the big show. I'll be there. Tony Walker will be there. We're gonna we're gonna try to fill the room up. We urge everyone to come out and see you too, because I think it's going to be a treat, especially in an intimate setting like the Giggle Room is. So if you guys come out and catch them, this would be awesome.
Yes, and like I said, go follow us on Instagram, Claudia Sherman Smith. Look for the down and outs. You can see it on YouTube too, I guess, or and Facebook certainly.
A lot of them are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Then if single men are watching this right now, these babes need a man.
We need a man out. I want a boat that I could go on in the summer and hold a big fish. And then one more thing here. What's with the Billy Joel? I mean, I know he's from Long Island. Stop playing Billy Joel.
Come out Virginia. Don't let me wait. There are no more virgins on the island of Long.
Yeah, come out Virginia. Virgins on the island of Long. But he needs to retire. I mean, he's using like Madison Square Garden like it's in Vegas.
Yeah, I think he did his last show at the Garden for a while. I think supposedly he's moving to Florida, but I don't know what's going on because
that's what we do. You go from like Queens.
Italian,
no, he's not. He's Jewish.
Oh, okay.
You go from like Queens or Brooklyn to the country of Staten Island, and then they migrate to Florida. That's how my family did it. But my family's like kind of trailer park Jews because a lot of them they were out in what's that bad place? No, quorum.
Oh, quorum, yeah.
Quorum. But with so my family, that's trailer park Jews, and it is a rare.
Yeah, I
And-
never knew there were. I don't think I've ever met trailer park Jews before.
No, I have a cousin that's actually a police officer at Yankee Stadium. You know, there's no Jewish police officers, man. That's what.
They broke the mold.
Yeah, he's an OG. He's original.
Yeah.
He's the Jackie Robinson of the police department.
So, but this has been so much fun.
Thank you. So
Yeah,
much.
you ladies are awesome. I cannot wait to see you both on October 5th. This is going to be a blast. I'm serious. I want to see if I get you ladies to appear in this short film. Hopefully we start shooting it early in the next year, like January, February-ish. But we'll definitely be in touch because this would be awesome to have you both in. I think I have the script written. I could send it to you. But I just got to change it from men to the two brothers to two sisters.
We can be back.
No.
We can do whatever you want.
This is going to be amazing.
I can hold a package. Oh, wait. Before we go or anything. Oh, wait. So Gretchen was she was horrified and she wouldn't look. So we got our checks, right? Our SSI checks. And we had to cross fucking Sunrise Highway because we don't have a car. So we had to cross Sunrise Highway. And we went to Starbucks in Target, and all of a sudden there was this man. He must have been, I don't know, in his 30s or something, probably.
Yes.
And you could tell he was on steroids, and he was walking around like this. His face was like as red as a beet,
Crimson.
Yeah. I go, Gretchen, do you know? I'm a people watcher. He was wearing nylon shorts with no underwear. You could see everything, the ridges where they were cut, it was bouncing back and forth. It was like a Punch and Judy show. And I go, Gretchen, look. He says, I will not look. You're disgusting. I'm not going to look. And I just, yes, she's a liar. She said, you disgust me. I said, look at that. And I wanted to follow him. Then he came back and I couldn't watch. It was like another person. It was bouncing. Like you could see it
was a separate entity.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Only on the island of Long.
Only on the island of Long could you see a guy's Johnson bouncing around in Target.
And Target, yes.
And that's the Target. So there you have it. Oh, well, ladies, this has been a blast, an absolute pleasure. I'm so happy that we did this, and like I said, everyone check them out. And you said you guys could be found on, if you look at the Down and Outs with Claudia and Gretchen on Instagram and on Facebook.
It'll be Claudia under my name, Claudia Sherman. Claudia, you know, if this is looking Down and Outs on Instagram, they can find it, and on Facebook.
Okay.
And YouTube. I just got lazy. Whatever.
I'll put the information on the lower third on this so everyone can see it, and we'll put the links in the description below so everyone check it out. It's worth it. These are two funny ladies, and and again, I can't urge enough. Come out and see them live on their comeback trail Saturday, October 5th. The Down and Outs with Claudia and Gretchen. It's going to be amazing.
Get your tickets at govs.com.
In Levitt, scroll down to Levittown.
Yeah.
Yes, govs.com to Levittown.
You're done.
Bye, Tiffany.
Bye, Tiffany.
Tiffany Haddish. Yes, I know Tiffany Haddish is watching this. So, Tiffany, you owe this woman some money and some thank you, some gratitude.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Take care, ladies. Bye, everybody.